These are our top 5
drills for your first baseman. All right, guys, in this drill here, we're gonna talk about walking picks. This is something your players can do at home. They can do it at the field. You can create a competition at practice. It's a lot of fun. We're gonna do it barehanded. So I have my feet set up on the first baseline here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss the ball with my throwing hand, and my job is to stride out and try to make a bare hand pick. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the backhand. You'll see players when they first do this, they let the ball bounce too much. We wanna try to get it as soon as it hits the ground. So I did backhand first, now I'm gonna go forehand. Outside my left foot, and again, I'm gonna walk it out and try to go backhand, forehand, trying to keep that good posture nice and low, trying to pick it as soon as it hits the ground, so that if I do miss a ball, I miss it back that way. Okay, I don't wanna scoop around it, I don't wanna scoop underneath it, I wanna make sure my hand's working right back through it. So create a competition at practice, have fun, see who can make the most amount of picks in a row without dropping one. And if they do miss one, they just have to restart and go back to the line. So forehands, backhands, that's our walking pick drill.
This drill is our wall ball pick. So right now I have my glove, I have a hard ball. You can use a wall of a dugout. You can use the basement wall. You can use smush balls, tennis balls. All you do is you take the ball, you're gonna toss it off the wall. As it comes back, you're working on picking. As you're working on your picks, you're making sure that your eyes are getting behind the ball, behind the glove. You're getting nice and low, and you're keeping yourself everything in a straight line. This is great for backhands. I'm using my right knee. If I want to do forehands, all I'm going to do is I'm going to switch legs, and I'm going to work on forehands. So I'm going to switch legs, toss the ball off the wall, keep my face behind it, and I'm actually going to work on my picks coming straight through in this fashion. So we're switching legs, we're working right side, left side. Again, you can use a tennis ball, a smush ball. You can use bare hand or a glove. I'm just using a hard ball and the glove, working on my picks. This drill is called our fungo picks. I have a bat, I have a bucket of balls, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit these hops to Coach Steve at first base. So he's working on his first base footwork. I'm gonna hit the balls, trying to give him a mixture of long hops, short hops. So I'm gonna bounce it on the ground, I'm gonna bang this baby down, and he's gonna have to work through his picks. Boom. So that's a great drill to be able to mix it up. You can change your angles. You can go on the third base side. Right now I'm more on the shortstop side. You can go from the second base side. That way he's maneuvering his feet and making sure he's getting different angles, long hops and short hops.
All right, guys, in this video here, we're gonna talk about holding runners on and the footwork on coming off the bag to throw a double play feed or even just receive a ground ball. So what players are gonna do, righty or lefty, we're gonna start with our right foot on the home plate side of first base. My left foot is gonna come out almost on a 45-degree angle, somewhere between the pitcher's mound and home plate. It's gonna be nice and low, nice and athletic. It's easier for lefties because it's easier to let the ball travel, but I wanna be here ready, in a ready position, so that if that pitcher makes a pickoff, I'm ready to go. As soon as he or she delivers the ball to home plate, I'm gonna take one step and one shuffle off the bag. Now this part's important because a lot of players will come off the bag and they're so concerned with how far off they get that they're not set when the ball's hit. So it's one step and one shuffle. I'm here, one step, one shuffle, so that when I get to this position, you'll notice I'm inside the baseline. I have a good angle to give a double play feed to my shortstop, and I'm not gonna worry about throwing over the runner's head. So not really concerned with how far off the base we get, more concerned with how quick and making sure that we're set. All right, so Duke's gonna roll me a ground ball. We're gonna simulate pitches thrown, one step, one shuffle. Now I can field it here, field it out in front. I can either spin and make that throw to my shortstop, or I can create a backhand out of it and then make my feed. So it's one step, one shuffle, create the backhand, make that throw to my shortstop for a double play feed. But positioning is important, and making sure that we go one step and one shuffle to create that proper throwing lane is the next key piece. All right, guys, in this video here, we're gonna talk about the footwork on the bag. The key when we're playing first base is to not watch the play develop. As soon as the ball's hit, we gotta bust our butt and get here to the bag. And I always say, find the bag with your heels. You'll see some major leaguers, they get set up here. For the younger players, I like to start with our heels on the corners. And the reason why I teach that is so they know how far left and right they can go. Now I'm a right-hander, so I'm always gonna pivot with my right foot. So if that ball's thrown right at me, I'm gonna pivot with my right foot and I'm gonna stride out to make the catch. If the ball's thrown to my glove side, I'm gonna pivot again with my right foot, but I'm gonna replace my feet. So I'm always working off the edge of the base. To my backhand side, it's a little bit more simple because my right foot's already on the edge. I'm gonna pivot with the right foot and stride out. Now for lefties, it's the exact opposite. So I'm pivoting with the left foot, striding out straight on. To my right side, I'm gonna replace my feet, but you'll notice I'm always working off the edges of the base. Too often players, they'll get set and they'll just start like this and stride out. But with the foot in the middle of the base, a couple things. One, we're not gonna reach as far left and right. And two, that runner might step on our ankle and injure us. So always work off the edge. I like to teach the ball of your foot as we stride off, and we wanna be nice and athletic. But getting set like this is gonna allow us to adjust to a bad throw, react to anything to our forehand and backhand side. I can jump up in the air, and I'm not set too early where I'm in this position, and now I can't adjust. So basic drill we're gonna do with Coach Duke here, he's just gonna toss smush balls at me. I'm gonna work on bare hand receiving with a real focus on where my feet are on the base. So the first step is always the right pivot. You'll see I'm always working off the edge, and I'm making sure that my heel isn't in the way of that base runner coming down the line.
And those are our top 5
best drills for your first baseman.
If you like these videos, make sure you click the subscribe button for some more of the Dominate the Diamond bests.